Hello, I'm Dr. Jaye Johnson, and I am the founder and creator of Elev8ed Guru. And this is our brand story. Elev8ed Guru, actually, the idea for it came to me in a series of dreams. It was the beginning of the pandemic. I say it was spring of 2020, just after my birthday. My birthday's in April. And I started having these dreams every night about the same thing. They were like a series of dreams that were in sequential order. It was almost like I would go to sleep every night as if I were watching a movie. It would just continue. So the first night was dream one, part one, and then it would continue for 7 days. And I would every morning I make it a habit to, if I have dreams at night, to write them down in the journal. It's a tradition of mine to try to capture what happens in sleep, because I do practice lucid dreaming and astral projection, and so I will, the moment I wake up, while the memory is fresh, I would write dreams down in a dream journal that I keep near my bed. Well, I started to notice and remember that I was kind of writing the same thing every day. So like the first week went by, I made notes in my journal, and it was this sequential order of dreams, and every night it was the next piece to the dream before. Like where the dream ended up, it would start again the next night. And so I went back and I would, after a few weeks or a month, I always do a retrospective. So I would go and check my dream journal and just see if there were any themes and any common things that came up over those few weeks. And what I noticed is that every morning I was having the same notes. It was a dream about a lot of crystals and beads, and I would see them falling and they would be rinsed off. And there was this whole process blessing them and amplifying them and this whole thing. And I was literally just watching the process happen, like in the dream as it unfolded over the night. I would watch the process happen. And the moment I got present to the fact that I was having this dream, kind of this dream sequence recur, then the dream kind of evolved. There was an eighth dream that was added. So I would have these seven dreams. I had them 3 weeks in a row, back to back. Like I was watching the process. And in the eighth dream, it was me actually doing the process. It was me actually taking the beads, taking the crystals, and taking them through this process of cleansing and amplifying and blessing. And I kept asking myself, in my own personal meditation and spiritual practice, just what does this mean? Why is it that I'm having these recurring dreams? They're always the same thing. They happen over and over again. And this happened for a total of 4 weeks. Like I ended up getting the same dreams 4 times in a row. And I was just continuously asking the universe, the creator, to expand my awareness in the sense, what does this mean? And it started coming to me in bits and pieces. It was like, use the healing of these crystals to be able to help and be a beneficial presence in the world. And that's kind of how it started unfolding. Now, I have a mantra, a life mission. My life purpose is to be a beneficial presence while I'm here. That's been my life's mission and purpose prior to these dreams. But as I continued my practice of meditation and deep listening to source, to the creator, to the guides, it started to unfold the name of the company, that it should be Elev8ed Guru, and that I should be creating these totems for the soul to unlock the abilities of the soul. Hence how we got the name Elev8ed Guru, Totems for the Soul. And then eventually it started evolving as look within. So the messaging came through of, we should not be looking outward for the guru. The guru actually lives within each and every one of us. And granted, I'm completely aware that Source, the creator, lives within us. The thing that created us all is a part of us, and we are a part of it. I've been aware of that and present to that for some time. But as it unfolded in these series of dreams and the questions that I had that started to emerge in me to ask, I started to get even clearer about looking within, and that the totems that we create, the education that we provide, all of the products, all of the services that Elev8ed Guru is a part of and creates or fosters or ushers into the world is really to get us all to look within, to look at the healer that lives within all of us. You know, there are hundreds of thousands of companies out there that sell crystals and market crystals and make beautiful jewelry and make beautiful products and services. And they're perfect. They have their place as well. But the creator gave it to me and wanted me to bring Elev8ed Guru into the world. And I don't say that Elev8ed Guru is better than the next. I just say that it's different. It's different in the sense that it's uniquely created through me, from the creator of my understanding, in order to bring the message to the person that needs to hear it, the prayer that's being answered, in order to bring the awareness, the remembrance that all we need to do is look within to find the guru that we seek. I am not the Elev8ed Guru. I am an Elev8ed Guru. I am my own Elev8ed Guru. And each and every person should be their own Elev8ed Guru as well. What we do is special. There is a 7-step process to creating every product, to blessing, affirming, amplifying, and preparing every product to go to a customer. And I say customer, but I really don't feel like the people who gravitate to Elev8ed Guru's products and services are customers. They're family. And they're family in the sense that something led them there. Yes, we have marketing efforts to share with the world what we do. And like I said, there's 100 other crystal shops. You can find a bead bracelet anywhere on the planet. And yet there's something special about what we do here. We source products from reliable, sustainable, ethical sources. And the products that we create in-house are hand-created and made with the intentionality of love, of healing, and divine support. Each product that we source or make in-house is blessed through the 7-step blessing process that was given to me in those series of dreams. I personally do the blessings. That is my job. That's my responsibility, and I take it very, very seriously. I don't give a totem or a bracelet or a mala to anyone that hasn't been through this process. Sure, the seven seven blessing processes, the 7-step blessing process is really to infuse every product with the purest essence of love in order to amplify the already natural abilities of those products or crystals or services. And part of that, the way I understand it, and I'll be completely transparent here in saying that I am growing and unfolding as Elev8ed Guru is growing and unfolding as well. I'm still listening to the creator as to the guide and the trajectory of this business venture. It's not like any other business I've ever been a part of, simply because I'm an entrepreneur. I've been a part of many businesses. Some have been vastly successful. Some have been amazing failures. And at the same time, I've had great success, right? And I would never not be an entrepreneur. But Elev8ed Guru is entrepreneurship done differently. It's literally not leading with my mind, but it's leading this venture with my heart and being connected to the thing that has created us all. And I'm no different than anyone else. I'm not special in the sense that I have an ability that is not replicated by anyone else. Everyone has the innate ability to communicate directly with the creator. It's just about quieting the mind enough such that we can hear the clear and intentional voice of the creator without it being um, clouded by our experience in the world. Every step that I make for Elev8ed Guru, every time I represent Elev8ed Guru, everything that decision that gets made for Elev8ed Guru to move in one direction or the next, whatever product we're supposed to create, whatever new service we should provide, whatever piece of education we should create, whatever t-shirt gets designed, it's all designed through the lens of, is this appropriate for Elev8ed Guru? And is this what you would have me do? I humbly surrender to the will of the creator when it comes to everything that we create, everything that we put out, from our marketing messages to the design of the logo to the packaging of the product. I have asked for guidance. And I kind of feel like this is, it's a birthing in itself of a new way of doing business for me, and it's also an opportunity for me to practice the practice of trusting that the guidance will always be there. There's something that I always say, that if we just ask, the answer that we need will show up. If we only ask and be patient, right? There's asking and being patient. And with Elev8ed Guru, I asked in some capacity to I asked the creator to show me how I can be a beneficial presence on the planet. And I believe the showing of that was in those dreams, was in the 7 initial dreams and the 8th dream that that laid out the plan for Elev8ed Guru to launch and to grow. Along the way, even in the startup concept, the startup idea of it, nothing has gone the way any other business that I've been a part of has. Right? When I was trying to do business as normal to get Elev8ed Guru opened, nothing would work. It was it was like Resistance Street, from can't source products, can't source the materials to make the products. I was getting all of these visions of what the initial products should look like, how I should create them, that I had to do them all by hand. Like, it was all of these visions of how it should be done. And I tried to muscle my way through it. I tried to aggressively be the aggressive entrepreneur that I've been known to be in other ventures through it, but it never worked. And so I would get a new message, a new vision, and I tried again to muscle through and to make deadlines and to say we're going to launch on this day. And our launch got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. And I soon had to just surrender to the idea that I am literally co-creating this whole business, this entire thing, Elev8ed Guru, and everything that Elev8ed Guru touches is a co-creation. It is not EJ trying to do this on his own and make up all of the ideas on his own. It is a co-creation. And in the co-creation process, I must learn one of my lessons for this is to be patient and to trust that the next step will unfold. It's one of the challenging things to do. But I've learned through this process that it is a must. If I'm going to say that I trust the Creator to guide my path, then I have to really trust, even when it doesn't appear that way externally. I have to really surrender to it. Um, this reminds me of the video of Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had a video for the song Billie Jean. And in that video, he was singing and he was walking down this kind of alley-like street or this sidewalk, and everything that he would touch would illuminate. It would, if you watch closely on the video, it would actually illuminate before his foot, like there were like squares on the ground. They would illuminate before his foot actually touched the ground. And then the next one would illuminate, and the next one, and he'd lean against a wall, it would illuminate. He'd touch something else and it would illuminate. And this venture is not unlike that. When I trust the Creator, when I let go of my own ego, when I release the idea that I need to do business the way business is done or do it the way I've always done business, when I release that and I really surrender to the fact that Elev8ed Guru is a co-created venture with Source, when I release it and accept that, and that Source is the CEO, and I am the vice president, and that every step will be illuminated. I think of that video. I think that is how Elev8ed Guru has unfolded. We have no funding. This has been funded by by grace. I have funded it. The sweat equity. It's been funded by grace, and our number one mission is not necessarily a profit or becoming wealthy as a result. Would we like it to be successful? Would I like it to be successful? Absolutely. But I'm very clear that if Elev8ed Guru, if the products and services that we provide touch one person, awakens one person, connects one person with their soul's purpose, with their divinity, with their guru, if it just does that, it's successful beyond measure. Now, do we sell products? Yes. Do we want to continue to be in business? Absolutely. For as long as we are to be here. And the products and services that we put forward are really designed to elevate us from where we are, to awaken us, to get us to connect to the truest essence of who we are, amplify that in a very passionate, very powerful way, and reveal to us the memory of just how amazing we are. I absolutely believe that we are in a human experience, but there's so much more to us than the eye can see and than we even know. I believe there are parts of us that are yet to be discovered, and the tools, the jewels, the crystals, the books, the programs, the coaching programs, the t-shirts, if you will, everything that we carry, everything that we put forth has the intentionality that the moment the user touches it, embraces it, integrates it, that it will awaken, it will unlock, it will heal whatever that person needs. And so that is the intention that goes into the blessing process. That is what we put into every single product and service. We don't drop ship anything. Everything must come in-house. It must go through this process. Whether it's a guest teacher, we must have a session with that teacher to help them unlock their truest voice in order for them to present on our platform, Elev8ed You. And we also, if if you purchase a t-shirt or some of our apparel from Sages and Saints, every one of those pieces comes in-house to go through the blessing process. And I said it was 7 steps. It is 7 steps. The first steps involve cleansing, stripping away anything that has been put onto it to get to a clean, clear surface, a clean, clear canvas, so that then we can amplify. And the amplification process is about amplifying the natural essence, the natural intention behind whatever it is. And whether it's a human being presenting a course or teaching on our platform, or it's a pair of sneakers that you purchase from us, doesn't matter what it is, it all has intentionality and it all has a purpose. And if you resonate with it, there is a purpose and an intentionality in that item, that product, that service that is meant to be with you. And so our job at Elev8ed Guru, what we feel is that we're here to give you the cleanest, clearest palette, amplified and infused with the energy that and intentionality that is meant for each and every one of you that has one of our products or services, that partakes in one of our courses, that purchase anything from us, that whether it's a free course or a paid course, whether it's you won a totem or a totem was given to you, our job is to make sure that the person that this particular piece of material possession or education is for will get exactly what it is that they need. And so I can't disclose what the process is, but it is very sacred, and it's a responsibility that I do not take lightly, and it is one that I humbly practice and perform with great humility. And as I pass down the process to other people who work with Elev8ed Guru moving forward, those people will naturally show up. The way I've gotten it is they will naturally gravitate towards Elev8ed Guru and decide that this is their path as well. And so I'm so blessed, fortunate, and quite I'm really quite I'm quite honored to have been given such a beautiful gift and to be able to be the one to lead it and bring it to the world. But make no mistake, this is not my company. This is a co-creation with the creator that created us all.